Mr. Olauke Olatuji, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Now, I'm aware that there are limited editions of Ignite Conference in North Cyprus as a whole, these kind of conferences. And I'm also aware that in EMU, this possibly might be the first of its kind, or the second of its kind, I'm not entirely sure. Apart from religious institutions, apart from the schools, institutions that we have around, and apart from the local Turkish secret organizations and so on and so forth, this happens to be one of a kind, an unusual event. So Ignite Conference has brought all of us together. The EMU Business Club has brought all of us together. And I see great people here today. I see wonderful people here. I see you guys here. Could you please help me turn to someone and say, I see you. I see you here. So, our gathering shows that someone is thinking forward. This meeting, this gathering shows that someone, the visionary, and the entire members of the team are thinking. They are thinking forward. Not only are they planning to push us forward, push us into our destinies, they are doing everything possible to connect with us as individuals, to move together with us as individuals into that particular destiny that we desire. So it is a big deal that this kind of a conference is holding. We may have done this before, but one more time, for every one of us who is there, I would like us to sincerely, maybe before now you didn't do it sincerely, you did it because they asked you to do it. I want us to sincerely put our hands together and celebrate the team, the visionary, and the members of the team that put this conference together. Can we please go ahead and celebrate them? Sincerely from your heart, sincerely from your heart. Thank you. Thank you very much. Our team is Quantum Leap. Our team is Quantum Leap. And I am going to segment my discussion into three. And I'll be out of your way. There is a form you have with you. In the course of the teaching, please keep the form close. We're going to go through the form together and deal with some important things that has to do with the form, or that have to do with the form. In the literal sense, in a general sense, according to the dictionary and the normal things that we know, quantum leap is a sudden increase. Quantum leap is a sudden large increase. Quantum leap is a sudden large increase or advancement. There's one more word to add to it. Quantum leap is a sudden large increase or advancement that is discontinuous. This is very important. That is discontinuous. So if you go into the world of physics, the world of energy, and the general term, quantum leap is good, quantum leap is important, but it is discontinuous. So what we are trying to do in this conference is not a discontinuous quantum leap. What we want to achieve with this conference is a continual quantum leap. Something that doesn't happen once, it doesn't happen twice. It happens how many times? Continuously. That is what we want to achieve with this conference. I need someone who is well fed. Just one person who is well fed, a young man. Anybody in the team who can volunteer, who is around? I want to show us something. Are you sure you're well fed? Okay. All right. Now you have to be careful so you can go back home safely. Just be careful. I want you to take a jump from where you are. Just stand and take a jump. Can you all see that? Okay. What I need to do is, you should stand this way. This way. Now take the jump like this. Take the jump down. You can all see that. Now I want you to come here. And then run. And when you get to the same point where you took the first jump, you take a leap. Can you do that? You're sure? All right. Let me be out of your way. All right. Now, I wanted to show us something, but this is not coming out well. It's not really coming out well. But thanks very much. You can take a seat. Please celebrate it. Now, what I actually wanted to point out, when you take a jump from a particular point, you are going to cover some distance, which is manageable, which is fair enough, which is good. But when you give yourself some distance, and then you run before you take that jump, you are going to cover much distance. The reason I gave us that example is that quantum leap requires energy. Quantum leap requires what? Energy. The running before taking that leap is synonymous to walking. It is synonymous to preparations. It is synonymous to gathering momentum before you take your leap. So, quantum leap is not for the lazy. Quantum leap requires the investment of sacrifice. Quantum leap is not for someone who is not ready for it. Between success and failure, I need you to ask someone beside you. Between success and failure, which one requires more input? Not be sincere. Which one requires you to work more? Success. You're sure? Okay. What about between prosperity and poverty? Which one requires you to work more? Come on, let's do this together, guys. Which one requires you to work more between prosperity and poverty? You're not sure. Prosperity. Now, between excellent performance and poor performance, which one requires more work? Excellent performance. Good. Now, in the normal world, in a simple sense, that is the way it works. But in the game of life, the energy you require to succeed is equivalent to the energy you require to fail. The energy you require to make money and be prosperous and be rich and be wealthy is the same energy, is the same input, it is the same work that you require to be poor. And the same thing goes with excellent performance. And I'm going to explain that in a while. There is nothing in life that does not require you to pay. You either pay now or you pay later. Whatever you do, you will pay for it. Whatever happens success and failure is the time of payment. I want you to follow me closely. The difference between someone who succeeds and someone who fails, in most times, maybe not in all cases, but in most significant times, is the time of our payment, the time we are investing work that is needed to succeed and to make it in life. So, if we pay early enough, we succeed. But if we fail, there is a payment that comes with it. Every achievement, positive or negative, comes with a pain. Every achievement comes with what? A pain. Success comes with the pain of sacrifice. It comes with the pain of investment of energy. It comes with the pain of investment of time, investment of resources. While failure comes with what kind of pain? It comes with the pain of regret. Failure comes with the pain of regret. So, like it or not, we will still pay for whatever we accomplish in life, whether it is failure or success. Now the question is, when do you want to pay? Is it after you have failed and you have no more energy in you to do anything that you begin to pay? At that point, it's a serious struggle. At that point, it is a major struggle. So, you don't only pray, you don't only fast, you don't only engage in religious activities to step into greatness. You pay, you invest a lot of sacrifice, energy to attain the greatness that you seek. In the game of champions, those who win the prize, they pay before they win the prize. It is hard for you to see a champion who starts preparing after the fight. Champions prepare when? Before the fight. They don't even prepare during the fight. They prepare before the fight. They work hard before the fight. So, when you see someone who eventually succeeds, he has first of all succeeded with his preparations. The people we refer to as successful people today, their success is not based on what we see. Their success is not based on what we have access to that we can measure. Their success is based on what they have succeeded at while preparing, while working hard, when no one is looking at them. So if you fail at your preparations, it means you may end up failing in life if no miracle happens. If you fail when you are working inside, when no one is watching you, you may end up failing when you get to the platform where the whole world is looking at you. So the essence of what I'm trying to say is that we are all champions. We want quantum leap, but there is work to do. I'm trying to lay the foundation before I step into what I have to say, the other things I have to say. So we have work to do. I usually ask people questions. When we talk about quantum leap, are you truly ready for it? Or you just want something to get you by? There are many more average people in the world today. But majority of those in the world today are average people. Only very few are significantly successful. Only very few. Why? Because not many of us are willing to give what it takes. Not many of us are willing to give what it takes for the quantum leap. talking about the kind of success that enables you to buy a car and you borrow money to fuel it. We're not talking about the kind of success that enables you to go to school and then you struggle and struggle and struggle to pass with minimum grade. That is still on the average level. We are talking about something that stands you out, something that makes you unique. If it's a business you're doing, something that makes your business different, something that makes your own vocation different, something that makes you stand out, outstanding among every other person doing the same thing. That's what we're talking about. So, I'm going to leave this with you on this particular subtopic before I move on. That no one is better than you. Can you help me tell someone that? Just assure someone, say, no one is better than you. No one is better than you. You know, we've been stuck in situations where, maybe we thought that someone's dream is better than my own dream. Someone's idea is better than my own idea. Someone is actually better than me as a person. I have learned to know in life that nobody is better than you. No one is better than me. Now, here is the difference. Here is the difference. There may be people who have invested more energy than me in what we do together. There may be people who have invested more wisdom, who have invested more time, who have invested more sacrifice than me. So the result will be different. But in the real sense of it, no one is better than you. What makes the difference is the amount of work and energy that you're willing and ready to put into what you do. Be it business, be it academics, or whatever it is. So I'd like to mention this, that your destiny, our destiny as individuals is not a postpaid service. Our destiny is a prepaid engagement. When you go to some restaurants, there are places where you eat before you pay. There are restaurants whereby you pay before you eat. There are times you order for goods. The goods arrive. You use the goods before you make payment. Sometimes they run after you and beg you before you pay. But you see, destiny is not a post-paid engagement. It is a prepaid engagement. It means you have to pay before you get the service. It means you have to pay, you have to invest, you have to work before you get the service. It is not by luck. It is not. So we've talked about investment of work. Whatever, do you know, I read a statistics. I read some statistics, right? The average youth in the present world hates work. The average youth in the present world, they hate work. And the statistics was based on the number of people who have hypertension, who have heart failures, who have issues surrounding that. And it was found out that majority of those who have those heart problems, they had the heart problems on Mondays. Why? Because the fear of work, the thought of beginning work on Monday is heavy on them. So our generation is a generation that hates to work. Everybody is thanking God it is Friday. But when it is close to Monday, what are we doing? We still thanking God? lovers of work. Tell your friend or your enemy beside you, you have to be a lover of work. You must not be tired of working. Not only should we invest in work and advance payment, not only should we invest in work and advance payment, we should always or also invest in what I call knowledge. Knowledge. Knowledge is key. Knowledge is important. We have had this over and over and over, but we have never practiced it. Or we practice it. The rate at which we practice it is inversely proportional to the rate at which we hear it. And that is a challenge of many of us, young people today, and even some old people. I don't know if they are here. So, every reader steps up to be a leader. Every leader steps up to be what? A leader. If you're a businessman, there are books that have been written about that particular business you're doing. You are engaging in a business. You are a footballer. There are footballers who have written books on how they became successful footballers. There are coaches who have written books on how you can be a successful footballer or a successful coach. Early in my teenage years, let me share this testimony with you. Early in my teenage years, I'm talking about 15 to 20 years ago, I knew destiny had a responsibility for me to be a leader. I knew that my purpose requires that I train, I coach, I mentor young people. I knew that very early in my life. And I was willing and ready to give everything it will take to make it happen. I went after George Adegboye. I went after Dr. Miles. You know when you need to go after somebody? I went after Dr. Mike Murdoch. I ran after Dr. Bishop Oyedepo. I went after great men, Sam Adeyemi, Zig Ziglar. I read their books like my life depended on it. I read the books to pieces. It was then I learned that when you read your book once, it's not enough. When you listen to a speech once, it's not enough. You must listen over, and they said they have succeeded. And the secret of their quantum leap, the secret of their success, they have put it in books. So I read the books. The first time I didn't see anything. The second time I read, I didn't see anything. I kept reading until I found what I was searching for. So you must be able to invest in knowledge. You must know something. Hey, why was I killing myself? You must know something. Can you tell somebody you must know something? This head, put your head, this head, something must be inside. You must know something if you want something. You must know something. Is this not working or can I just move it? It's working. Are you sure? Because it's like I'm just hearing my voice. So. You can hear me, sir. You can hear me? My voice, I don't know. Both. Thank you. Okay. What was I saying? All right. So, I went after them with everything I had. All because I wanted to know. I needed the knowledge. I had to find coaches. Coaches who are into life coaching. I had to read, what does it take to be a mentor? What does it take to be a coach? I was not even a coach at that time. I was a teenager. But I knew I was going to be that kind of a person. So I ran after knowledge that could help me to do it. So you must know something, and not only should you know something, here is another key. You must know something that others don't know. Are you ready for quantum leap? You must know something that others don't know. And how will you know something that others don't know? That means you must first of all know what they know. And then you know they don't know something. And then you try to know what they know. How do you find that? You only find that by doing research. You read books, you ask questions. There is no question you are asking or that you have asked about your business, about your career, about your calling, about your death. There is no question you are asking that is complex that someone doesn't have answer to. All you need is do what? Research. Ask questions. Find those who have answers. Ask them questions and then you get the answer. I'm going somewhere, but I have to travel through this route to get there. So you must know something that others don't know. This is how I live my life. And it's been working for me. I assume everybody knows everything. I assume. I'll give you an example. First of all, I assume that everybody knows everything. And then my responsibility now becomes knowing something that they don't know. Back in the days when we were in school, but I'm still in school anyways. But I'm talking when we were reading courses and we have to write exam to pass. People were always scared if they're going to take a course with me. Always scared if they're going to take a course with me. Why? Because no matter, especially if the course is a difficult one, no matter how difficult it is, if the lecturer is not giving, is not merciful, and the highest is 70, they are almost 100% sure that someone will score 100%. And if that happens and the gap is that much, it's big trouble. If the gap is not much, we can still manage the grades. Everything will still be fine. But if someone can score 100 and the next person is 50 or 60 or 70, then everybody else is in trouble. Why? When we begin a class, my first job is, what do they know? We have an exam. What do they know? What does the teacher know? And then, what is it that they don't know? I try to know what they know, and then just one more step. Just one more step ahead is enough. Just one step ahead is enough. Not too much, not too many steps. In those doing the same business with you, just one step ahead is enough. Are you a dancer? Dance one more dance step, or learn one more dance step. Are you a singer? Sing one more song. Just one more song in addition to what everybody is doing. That's enough to stand you out. Let alone singing 2 or 3 or 4 more songs. Are you a player? You're playing games. Just one more game. And if you are the religious type, just one more prayer. In the mosque, just one more hour of prayer in the mosque, or wherever it is you do your worship. And if you are the type that worship stone, whatever you are worshiping, just one more time with it, just one more hour, just one more. It's enough to stand you out. Whatever it is. So, we have to invest in knowledge. Why? So we can know something. And not just to know something, so we can know what others don't know. And finally, why do we invest in knowledge? This blew my mind. It was very useful for me, and I hope it's going to be useful for you. In addition to those two, you must know what you don't know. Many of us here, you don't know what you don't know. And that's why life is easy. You think everything is okay. Right? You don't know what you don't know. The moment you know what is important and you know you don't know it, your disposition to life will be different. So why do you need knowledge? So you can know what you don't know. Do you want quantum leap? There is something about it that you don't know. That is why we are here in this conference. You must know what you don't know and then go for it. That is what knowledge does. That is what knowledge does. I used to pride myself with something and it's always been true. I cannot be in an organization for 1 month. It is not possible. I cannot be in academia for 1 month and I will not rise to leadership. It's not possible. There's no way they want to play. There's nothing. What are they doing there? It is not possible. How? How does that work? Because I know I have read by books of people who did it. And I know what to do to be recognized. I know how to do it to overtake those I meet in the office. Except if they are witches and wizards, and I don't want to die. So this is so important. It is by reading books that you are able to identify, understand how to find problems and fix them. So you cannot be fixing problems. You cannot be fixing what is missing and not end up leading. It's not possible. You are in an organization, you are starting a business, you are in an industry, you are in a class, wherever you're working with. Your duty is something is always missing somewhere. And when you understand how to identify what is missing, and then you fix it, and then the next month again you fix it, the third month again you keep fixing it, very soon you take over the company. Very soon you take over. So, we have talked about investment in knowledge. We've talked about investment in work. Now, this is where I want to end it. And this is the part that I want you to sincerely and seriously pay attention to. Not only should you invest in work, not only should you invest in knowledge, not only should you know something, not only should you know something that others don't know, not only should you know what you don't know, you must invest in strategic networking, which means that you must know someone. This is very important. You must know who? Someone influential. When you know something, you can get things done by yourself. But when you know someone, others get things done for you in addition to what you can do for yourself. So, in any field you find yourself, you must know someone. And not only should you know someone, let me ask your friend, who do you know that is influential? You are from Jordan, you are from Kazakhstan, you are from Zimbabwe, you are from Nigeria, Zambia, I don't know where we are from. But let me ask someone, who do you know that is influential? Can you name one person you know in this North Cyprus that is influential? So you must know someone if you want to move forward. You come here, you complain all the time. You make all kind of funny remarks. Who do you know that is influential? Because that is one of your keys to quantum leap. One of your major keys to greatness. Who do you know? It's not working. So, you must know someone. Now, in addition to knowing someone, this is very important. You must know someone, but in addition to that, that someone who is influential must know you. Now, knowing someone is networking, but that person knowing you is strategic networking. How many of you know Obama here? Everybody. But can Obama see you on the street and call your name? Does he know you? You can name the governor of your country, or president of your country. You know everybody, but they don't know you. Important people, you talk about that. You gist about the footballers, the Messis, the Ronaldos. You say everything. They are great people. It's good to know them. But do they know you? When you need help, can you connect and contact them and get something out of it? Now that is strategic networking. Don't just know people
get them to know you. And that is where the investment of work comes in. That is where the investment of knowledge comes in. So we need to take stock. If you look at the document given to you, the paper, you will find that on that document, there is a place, column A. Go to column A on that document given to you. There is a question there. Who do you know who is very influential and can help you? If you can list 7, you have tried. Please, when it's almost my time, just let me know. If you can list 7 people that you know who are not Cyprus, start with not Cyprus. If you can list 7 in not Cyprus, people who are influential, who can make things happen, you have tried. And then the second column says, who in column A that you listed knows and identifies you? Among those people, which one of them knows you? Which one of them can identify you? Which one of them do you connect with? Now, this is serious business. We're talking about quantum leap here. You are running a business for 1 year and nothing is happening. And there is someone who is doing the same business and the person is flying high. In fact, the person is buying almost 20 cars and you are still there struggling to ride a bicycle. You are in the same class with students. Everybody is struggling to have D, B, C, B plus. There is someone who consistently have A's. Consistently. If they make mistake, it's A minus. The first time I had A minus in my entire, I've been here for 5 years. My entire life in North Cyprus, I had A minus, I nearly killed myself. I nearly died just for having A minus. And I keep saying, where will they set the question for that I will not have A? Where? How will they set it? Because Notando is here. She's one of the lecturers in CIU that people fear a lot when it comes to questions and exams. She doesn't joke with them. But ma, where will you set the question for that I won't have A? The worst case is they go and set it from heaven. And the moment they do that to cause me problem, they are paid. Because I know someone there. So, what I'm trying to talk about is the second column. Who in column A knows and identifies? You have to check it out and then this is practical. You are doing a business, this is for individuals and at the same time for businesses. Then the last column says, if they don't know you, and they should know you, you must now list at least 3 practical steps you must take to get them to know you. 3 practical steps you must to get them to connect with you. This is very important. Let me try and tidy this up. So, for many of us, now let's begin to crystallize it. For many of us, one of the reasons why we are in North Cyprus, it is so that you can sit beside the next person sitting beside you. Look at the person eyeball to eyeball. Look at that person's face very well, eyeball to eyeball. One of the reasons you are in North Cyprus is so that you can be connected with someone in ENU. So that you can meet someone in your department. So you can meet someone here in this conference. That is what, it took destiny a lot of investments to get you here. Do you know that? For those of us who are from Zimbabwe, there are people you met here that you would never have met who are from Zimbabwe. You would never have met them. But here you are in Cyprus. Destiny had to fly you over thousands of miles to meet that person. Destiny knew that you couldn't meet that person in Jordan. No way. In Kazakhstan. Everything stands. No way. There's no way you guys can connect there. And Destiny said, this person is important for your destiny. We're talking about networking now. This person is important for this man's destiny, for this man's movement, for this man's quantum loop. But if they don't connect, how will he get the quantum loop? So let us transport them to a place where they can meet. So Destiny brought you here in the name of schooling, just to meet someone. And do you know what you do? You have met that person. Every day the person walks like this, right in front of you like this. Some of you even sleep in the same room with the person. Your classmate, your roommate, your everything mate. But you have never spoken with that person once and you have been here for years. Never spoken. If you even speak, you fight that person. How can that much investment? You had to pay for plane to get here. And you come here free of charge? You had to pay school fees to stay here legally. Just for you to meet someone. Just for you to create a valuable network with someone. Now, not only should we create connections with influential and important people, knowledge and investment in reading has taught me, and I believe it can help you. Let me share this with you. Not only should we create valuable relationship with influential people, we have to create valuable relationship with people who presently don't look influential. They don't appear real. It doesn't look like anything can come from them. But in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years, there is potential for greatness in this person. Come on. It takes someone who has invested in knowledge to see that kind of thing. Someone that you know very soon, this guy, give him 5 years, come on, he's going to be running the show. He's going to be running things. Give him 1 or 2 years, he's going to be running things. Those are the kind of people that we should also connect with, not just influential people. And by the time they start making things happen, you will not need too much effort to get them to connect, to get things done for you. Why? Because you guys have already connected. So quantum leap, are you ready for quantum leap? How much work are you willing to invest in? How much knowledge are you willing to invest in? What are you willing to know? Are you willing to know what others don't know? Are you willing to know what even you yourself don't know about your business? About your academics, your career? Or you are just living life? And then do you know someone? Does the rector of your school know you? Can they call you by name when they need to address you? Can they connect with you, the rector of your school? The HOD of your department, can they connect with you at that level? You have a responsibility to get them to know you. And then you should not only know influential people, but you must take your time. If you are really serious for quantum leap, you must know those who have potentials for greatness. Identify them, and then connect with them even before they become great. That's one of the major things it takes for quantum leap. And if you are here, you don't have a mentor, life will torment you. Are you listening? You don't have a mentor, life will do what? Torment you. If you don't have a coach, you have just signed in for crashing. If you are here. So before you leave here today, if you look at the second question, the bottom part of that paper, you must find mentors. List people that you believe are qualified to be your mentor. You must find them. And make effort to connect with them. It is our desire that in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years from now, all of us are going to be happy. All of us are going to connect at that very, very high level. Very soon I intend to visit Zimbabwe, I intend to visit places, I intend to meet people that we met here, do things back over there. You guys are going to become presidents very soon, governors, big people very soon. If we don't do something about it now, when you meet them later, you will work for them. And it will be like you never met them. It happened in secondary school that way. It happened in some of our colleges that way. Don't let it happen here that way. Don't let it happen here that way. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful seminar.